Good morning, everybody. It's your old friend Crunchy Frog here, and this morning we're going to start off doing things just a little bit differently. We'll get to my new free-to-play base here in a second, and the thing I'm going to do on my free-to-play base is I think I'm going to go ahead this morning and I'm going to unlock my Evolved Dart Goblin, and you'll see why. Yesterday I unlocked it for my main account, and I really like the results. As you can see, ever since unlocking it, I got nothing but victories here with this new deck that I've been trying out. And so we're just going to take a little look at this and do a little commentary on it. Anyway, this guy's going to have the Evolved Mega Knight, which is truly an overpowered card. He's willing to take some damage from that Valkyrie instead of just pouncing on it for whatever reason, but he's got a level 15 Mega Knight, so that is something. But we're able to at least take care of that P.E.K.K.A. and Mega Knight push. Anyway, we're going to get over to the Clash Battelle account. I have everything I need to unlock the Evolved Dart Goblin. I figure it's a good idea to do it anyway because I use the Dart Goblin in so many different decks. It'll come in very handy. And why not? I love the Dart Goblin. I was watching a tag video the other day, and somebody called it the Fart Goblin whenever it has the poison effect. Yeah, you just knew he was going to do that. So I'm going to eat some damage here, but at least the Super Mega Knight isn't going to be able to batter my Inferno Dragon around. That's okay. I figured we could still come back from this. We never give up. I'm not one of those people who loses a tower and just says, oh, screw it. Because there's been so many times when I've actually come back. Anyway, we have the Evolved Dart Goblin here, or the Fart Goblin. Because evidently what he does is he puts out some poisonous fume that helps. And that was really smart. This guy was tornadoing him in so he'd take splash damage from his Mega Knight. Pretty smart player. But that Evolved Mega Knight is just so nasty. He puts it right there in the pocket. So I have to break out some stuff to try to defend that. But it's going to go to overtime. He's got that level 15 mini P.E.K.K.A. coming at me. The Mighty Miner did some pretty good damage on my tower, so I'm going to have to make a comeback here. Anyway, I kind of figured he'd put something in the middle there. And here comes the Fart Goblin. He looks really cool, though, with that plumage and shooting that poisonous cloud. It's pretty awesome. So we're going to get that for my little new Clash Battelle base this morning before we start our attacks. But this is my very first time ever playing with the Evolved Dart Goblin, so I was pretty thrilled with it. Figured he was going to do that. So I set up my defenses. He's got to go and use a fireball. And now I got two Inferno Dragons coming his way. As you can see, even though it's my main account, I still only have level 12 Inferno Dragons, but It's still pretty good. And that was it. I gave him some love, but he was silent. He was not very happy about he thought he had that one pretty much in the bag. Now let's go to my little Clash Patel account. And let's get started with this morning's action. And before we get started, let's go and take care of this business. Let's see. We go to collection. We go to use these. And one more. And there we have it. The evolution unlocked. It's a sweet sight. Let's take a picture of it. I may just use that in my thumbnail. Anyway, let's go to the deck. I think I already have it. No, I don't have it in the slot. You have to put it in the slot over here. And there we go. He's the man. He's only level 8, but he's going to feel much better now. And let's get to it. There's another interesting game mode that they have out now that I've been experimenting with also. We'll get into that in a little bit. I may make a separate video about it. I may or I may not. We'll see. Let's go ahead and start the Valkyrie over here on this witch. Okay, let's try not to let too many skeletons get there. Get some pretty good damage here. It's a good thing I used the guards instead of the tombstone there. You just never know when they're going to try to surprise you with a hog rider in the other lane. And here come the skeleton dragons. But that's okay because we have the Dart Goblin. Put a little pressure over there. And drop a Valkyrie on his witch. And because his name is not gold, we don't have to worry about him having an evolved witch. When you see the gold name, you know that's what they got. That would be reason enough to go and buy the gold pass, I guess. But this is a free-to-play account, so we're going to be free to playing it up. Let's go and get rid of this. Pop that down. And let's put some bats in here just to help clean up this hog before he can get a hit. Let's apply a little bit more pressure here. Get that stink cloud poisoning that witch, maybe. Yeah, what did you think I was going to do, huh? I've been saving that tombstone for your hog rider this whole time. Oh, yes. He's not going to be able to do anything. But just watch. He's going to keep spamming stuff at with 1 second left. Some people think that they have magical cards. Let's give him the eating of the turkey leg. And the good game. Of course, he's probably already thrown his phone out the window, but we try to be polite anyway. Okay, shimmy, shimmy, bop, then bop, then bop. Oh, well. I noticed that system doesn't work very good when it starts out at 2 stars. And now we've reached a new arena. We're moving right along. with this little free-to-play account. And shimmy, shimmy, bop, and then bop, and then bop, and then bop. See what I'm talking about? If you do it right. But let this be our little secret. Okay, we got the Goblin Gang unlocked. This is a card that I do use on occasion. The Goblin Gang's pretty good. Let's go ahead and get that guy upgraded because we might possibly use the Royal Giant sometime in the future. I know the Royal Giant's a little bit OP, and sometimes people at this level on the trophy road have a hard time dealing with them. Wow, we can upgrade our Goblin Gang quite a bit. Very nice. Level 6, almost usable. Okay. Things are going to be getting progressively more difficult now. Yes, good luck to you, good sir. Oh, crap. Well, let's go ahead and cycle our Dart Goblin. And let's maybe shield. Oh, he missed his lightning there. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and do this. Put this down here. Prepare for a little counter push. And we'll whip out our Dart Goblin again. Just because. Wow, the tower aggroed onto my Valkyrie? That's very odd. Oh yes, we have to prepare for this. That stupid wizard right there just to make things more difficult on me. The wizard players truly are the bane of my existence. But I'm guessing that he has the evolved bomber. Because everybody does now, right? He was free. I would like to save up for my recruits and do a little counter push, so his Hog Rider is going to get a little bit of value here. But that's okay. And we'll bring in the evolved Dart Goblin just to make things more difficult on his stuff. There you go. That wizard got just a little bit poisoned. Yep, there's the evolved bomber. We'll go ahead and do this. We'll go ahead and get that. We'll plunk these down. We'll try to do a little damage to this wizard. Uh-oh. Let's go ahead and distract this guy. Oh yes, very smart of him to take advantage of my tombstone placement. Let's go ahead and do some things over here. Maybe get some damage on his tower. Nah, he used up too much elixir, obviously. Okay, Prince. Let's send some bats in this direction. Let's take care of that. Okay, very good. Lucius, plus 30 centimeters is the squad name. Okay. That probably refers to something. Shimmy, shimmy, bop, bop, and bop. You see what I'm talking about? It's the secret system. The secret Crunchy Frog system. Where else are you going to get this kind of knowledge? Only from an insane person like myself. You have to be a little bit nutty to try and experiment with stuff like that and then master it. But I'm getting it down, I'm telling you. I get really good Lucky Drops rewards. Okay, we can upgrade our Valkyrie. This is very nice. And another card hits level 9. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that are level 9. Pretty good. Coming along nicely. Let's see what we have in the collection here. Is there anything new? Nope. Okay. Okay, next. Kaka. I don't know if I'd call my account Kaka. But we'll start off with a goblin barrel over here. Just as a nice little opening play. He has Zap. Nice to know. And we're going to go ahead and cycle a Dart Goblin in the back. And I think we're going to go ahead and pop in the Royal recruits here. Get the arrows ready because you know he's going to do some comical, clever stuff with that bomber. Which he's probably going to... he's probably going to have it evolved because who doesn't have it evolved, right? But he should have saved his Zap for his bats. Because then he would have put me in a difficult position. Anyway, tomorrow's big day. Gonna go pick up my computer should be coming in tomorrow. My new computer. It's a really good new M4 Apple MacBook. And it's going to be there for the video editing. Let's just go ahead and do this. Just because. Let's take that tower down. There you go. You see what I'm talking about? The Dart Goblin? He's just so clutch. And I use him in almost every deck that I construct. Because I prefer to have the Dart Goblin over things like the Musketeer. I used to be really big on the Musketeer, but the Dart Goblin is just so much faster and cheaper and has better range. Okay, we're going to go in. That tower is still taking damage from the Poison Cloud. That's pretty crazy, right? Alright, let's trot the Dart Goblin in over here. See if we can't get a second tower. And that's the second tower down. And let's go ahead and drop our Valkyrie to shield the Dart Goblin. Maybe possibly get a second tower. Or a third tower, I should say. Too bad. Come on, give me that third tower. No. Oh well, that's good enough. Good game, sir. And now we're on to the next game. Let's see what rewards they're going to give me here. Okay, shimmy, shimmy, pop, and then pop, and then pop, and then pop. See, don't tell anybody at Supercell that I figured it out. This is our little secret. It's all a matter of rhythm and timing. I figured them out. Luckily, this is a very, very small channel still. So nobody's really going to know. It's going to be our little secret. We figured out the lucky drop system. Okay. Let's see, is there anything? Well, I think I got some wild cards here. Yeah, look at that. Common cards. What do I want to upgrade? Well, let's see. We could upgrade the Knight. We could upgrade the Goblin Gang. Let's do that. The sooner I can have access to the Goblin Gang, the better. And we'll go and throw some into the Knight. He's getting pretty close to being level 9. Okay. Last attack of the morning. I tell you, the Evolved Dart Goblin, pretty good card. Okay, we're going to start some recruits back here. And we're going to put a Valkyrie up here to mitigate the damage of Skarmy. And we're going to put the Dart Goblin over here, just to help these guys out a little bit. And let's get those bats there before that guy can get too much value. I should have actually put the bats over here to support the Royal recruits over here, but we're going to get some decent tower damage over there. Do I want to respond to a level 6 Barbarian? I think I'll just take whatever damage he gives me. I don't really want to respond to him. The Prince. One of the more overrated cards in the game, in my personal opinion. Alright, we'll go ahead and start cycle a little Dart Goblin over here. Just so we can get to that evolved Dart Goblin. I just love it. The Dart Goblin outranges the cannon. Very nice. Okay, guy, what you got for me? We're going to put some recruits down on the map. Right in the back here. And we're going to try to cheaply defend. And at the same time, let's go ahead and arrow that out. I don't like to see that guy. There you go, Dart Goblin. Get that wizard. And then go in this lane. Gotta love that Dart Goblin. The dude is an actual MVP. There we go. That's the kind of tower damage we were looking for. And we have plenty of elixir for this little action now. Let's get rid of that bomber. That bomber's not helping anybody. Let's put down the guards. Let's send a Valkyrie over here just to clean up the Skarmy. We don't really need to, but we're feeling a little sassy this morning. We have a evolved Dart Goblin. And we're going to take some towers and have some fun. You might as well, right? You got the evolved Dart Goblin. Let's have fun. He drops a Prince with 1 second left. What are you thinking? I'm just going to chew some turkey leg over here. These guys, they dropped the Prince with 1 second left. Okay, Jimmy, Jimmy, pop, 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 pop. Okay, I messed up on that one a little bit, but I still got 2 stars. Let's collect our prizes. We've been doing so well this morning. Ooh, the Berserker. You see, the Berserker is a new card. For me, relatively speaking. I was gone for 2 years. I come back, and there's a Rune Giant, and there's a Berserker, and there's a Suspicious Bush. Which, by the way, I'm finding that I love the Suspicious Bush. I'll show you why here in a second. But yeah, let's see what else we got. Wait a second, is there anything over there? No, okay. Let's look at our collection here. Anything that needs to be upgraded? Oh, yeah, there we go. Ice Spirit. Let's upgrade this. Level 8. Alright, Ice Spirit is almost useful now. The Goblin Gang. Let's upgrade this. Do love the Goblin Gang. And a little Berserker. You know what is really funny? The Berserker looks almost exactly like my niece, Josie. Josie, if you're watching this, I don't mean that as an insult. I just think that it's hilarious that it's a little mischievous looking redhead. Very much like my little niece, Josie. Okay. Yes, let's see if I can find it in my battle log. But I was experimenting yesterday with the, with this stuff right here. Let's see. Yeah. It's this new little game mode that's going on. I forget what it's called. The Hex something. It's got a Super Witch in it. we'll go look at it in a second what the name is. But I was doing a lot of experimenting to see what kind of a deck would work well with this. And in this particular one, I used the Suspicious Bush. And now, I'm not going to make a video about this yet because I don't think I've got the deck perfected yet. But I do have a couple components of it, I think, that I really like. Like, I don't think I'm going to... I'm going to keep the Suspicious Bush. But I'm not going to keep the Evolved Archers. But yeah, the Suspicious Bush. It's crazy how much damage those little guys do. Right? I had no idea. And this guy's using the Suspicious Bush too, which is kind of odd. I think, what's going on here? Do people just know about this being a really good card and I just didn't know about it? But I've been gone for a couple years from the game and I didn't know about the Suspicious Bush. But yeah, we got the bush coming down over here. Doing some pretty good damage. It's like almost like a goblin barrel, but with a different dynamic to it. And we're going to try to come down on the magic archer too to do some damage to him. But evidently the super witch in this game mode, it sort of has properties of all the witches. It spawns skeletons and it spawns bats, and then it also acts sort of like a mother witch too. And look how powerful those evolved archers are. My goodness. But I don't think I'm going to keep them in this deck. In the final analysis, I also don't think I'm going to keep the boss band in it either. I'm still not 100% sure on the composition that I want to put out there. But I don't want to lead people astray and give them sort of a bad deck. We're going to distract these elixir golems. Are purely a low-level tank that sort of distracts. I'm not really trying to get a bunch of tower damage with them. Mostly they're just to kite other units around. But they do pretty good. I've never been a fan of the elixir golem. But as a 3 elixir tank, it seems to work pretty good. It's very good for distracting and kiting things around. Anyway, that was it. Let's see what the game mode's called. The Hexed Havoc. That's what it's called. And I've been messing around with different deck compositions, but I'm going to change this. I'm still experimenting with it. So when I come up with a really good deck composition, I'll put out a bonus video. Just to, I'll put the work in and try to figure out a really good deck for that. And then if I find one, then I'll let you know. But anyway, I hope you guys are having fun, because I sure am. And thanks for watching this far, if you have. And if you could, hit that subscribe button. If there is such a thing as a subscribe button. But anyway, this is your old buddy Crunchy Frog, signing out, and have a good day.